Well, I guess when you start something, you don't know. But 15 years is an eternity in internet years. So there's very few internet-only publications anywhere in the world that have been around for 15 years. So at that level, I think it's quite amazing. And even the format, whilst of course it's it's much more sort of multimedia and professional now, it's still basically that daily lunchtime email. And I still think it has got probably the best email list in Australia, and it's read by the power brokers, and it's got a really good diverse range of contributors. And I think I'm really proud of what it contributes to diversity in the Australian, and accountability and transparency in the Australian media market. Well, I think the prevalence of the email distribution. So most others are doing a sort of a summary of their website thing, whereas our primary content is in the email. Yes, it simultaneously appears on the website, but people still like that fact that it's push content. It hits you in the eye when it arrives in the email, and it's been doing that for 15 years. So I think that's the secret to Crikey's success. And then it like everything, it's just hard work, brand building and consistency. I can remember there was 5 big stories that we broke in 2002, 5 big events, and that was when Crikey went from just a startup to wow, this is something that's actually having an impact, and then the revenues tripled, we could fund the journalism, and then it just propelled from there. So you've got to have great content, you've got to invest in your journalists, but equally the brand and the distribution tool, as in the email, I think has been pivotal to its success. Well, I do think that print is heading on an inexorable spiral to death. So when Crikey celebrates its 25th birthday, there is no way Melbourne and Sydney will have 2 daily newspapers. We'll be lucky to have 1. And many cities around the world will be like New Orleans in that they will go to not having a daily published newspaper. I'm more upbeat about the future of digital journalism. I do think ultimately there's a lot of advertising dollars which will migrate online, and property advertising funding journalism. We are seeing it with Fairfax at the moment, hiring a lot more journalists to support their property advertising in domain. So I'm a bit more upbeat about the fact that you can eke out a living with Google and online ads, and transaction-based journalism as well, where you have niche publications. So I'm upbeat about the future of diversity and online journalism. I'm a little bit downbeat about the legacy with print, and I do think that as a profession, it's going to remain difficult to earn a good living as a professional, sort of traditional words written journalist.